Hi, I'm Jason McAteer and you're watching the Redmen TV.
A question I want to ask to you then, boys. We talked about the improvements of Dejan Lovren, we talked about the improvements of Emre Can, Firmino's finding consistency, Lallana's been in good form lately. Are Liverpool growing a spine?
Go on, Aubrey, you take it, mate.
Well, yeah, when you phrase it like that, yeah. I have no idea what Jurgen Klopp thinks. I've no idea what he's analysing in that squad and what he believes. We did the Transfer War Chest show, the part 1, which was talking about the squad, and we did the keep, sell and loan ones. And I think everyone would have said, we need a spine. We need to improve that spine. The goalkeeper's a core part of that. Centre-half, which Matip's coming in. I don't think Grugic is going to go straight into the team, so there's possibly a centre-mid position for available. And then, is it a 10 or a striker? The last 4 weeks, even the performance in the cup final, to come back from 1 goal down against a very good City side and lose it on penalties, which is almost potluck, isn't it? The performance of the last few weeks has made me go, well, maybe I'm being a bit harsh on the fact that we need 5 or 6 players. But if he thinks he can get better out there and if he thinks there's players out there, what it does do is, and Liverpool fans are scared of the fact that it's another transition year and another year of change. Our squad of players has increased in ability over the last 4 or 5 years. You know, you go back to when the bench was like Victor Moses and Ali Sissoko and then a bunch of kids. Now the fact that even if he was to go out and buy a squad, buy a spine,
Benteke, Joe Allen.
It pushed Benteke, Joe Allen, and then you take Henderson and Lallana out the team because he's bought two better players in those positions. You can see what you can get from Henderson and Lallana, and I genuinely believe that in the case of footballers, 90% of the time, playing with better footballers raises your game. It's only a freak mentality that doesn't.
I think the point I'm making was that a month ago, Chris, we were sat in again. We were saying Liverpool are completely spineless. We don't, and we're comparing ourselves to some of the top teams out there. Right now, like I say, Dejan Lovren. I'm totally happy with Dejan Lovren as a centre half. Emre Can's grown into this role. Firmino's the most in-form attacking player in the Premier League at the moment, and Lallana's finally starting to justify the fee. Whether we change it in the summer is kind of irrelevant. For that, between now and the end of the season, I feel so much more confident that this team is more solid now than it was even going back a few weeks.
You know what? You are spot on. Like, I think the cup final defeats really helped them in that regard. You know, some players stand up in the face of adversity, and I think that what we've seen is those players that we did have doubts over, like the likes of Emre Can, Dejan Lovren, Roberto Firmino, have stood up and been counted since that. And I think, maybe now with the gift of hindsight, and we'll see in the fullness of time, maybe that is the platform that we wanted to kick on from, even without the result that we really wanted. Because we talked about before the final, we can kick on if we win this, and we can do better in the league. Maybe actually we needed a bit of fucking tough love to hit that next stage.
You're not good enough. You're not good enough to win things, and if you want to do, you've got to go. You've got to push yourselves harder. No, completely agree with that. Spot on.
Fucking time still gets away with it, and then the ref does that, and you're just thinking, you fucking cockhead of a cunt. What are you doing? Or maybe it was only me thinking that.
Alliteration with your swearing there, amazing.
Absolutely, yeah. I think, but
cock-headed cunt. That was the idea Stanley rejected, wasn't it?